Welcome to Indonesian language lesson 1-1. There is a reason for that. I've thought long and hard about methods of teaching Indonesian, and we will do these lessons in conjunction with a book that I highly recommend. I've seen many books on teaching Indonesian, and I find that probably the best one that I've found is this one here, How to Master the Indonesian Language by A.M. Almatzia, the details of which I will post onto the screen for you. If you can get a hold of that in Indonesia, more likely, then go ahead with it, and it will be, these lessons will be taught in conjunction with the book. And that's why I call this lesson 1-1, because we're going to start today with lesson 1 from out of the book, having done the pronunciation in the very first lesson. You will require to study Indonesian a dictionary. There is, the best dictionary to get probably is this one here, Indonesian to English, and that is Eshal's Shadili, the details of which I'll put on the screen. That's Indonesian to English, and of course the corresponding English to Indonesian. You'll find you'll get a lot more value out of the Indonesian to English because it's far better to hear the word in context before trying to find it in a dictionary, rather than groping for the English word and trying to translate it. More often than not, you'll get things fairly muddled up by doing it that way. A word on the Indonesian language. In Indonesian, we say Bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa purely means language. In Australia, it has come to be known or to be synonymous with the Indonesian language. But in fact, Bahasa just means language. So we are speaking Bahasa Inggris when we speak English, and in Indonesian, Bahasa Indonesia. So in future, I'll refer to it as Bahasa Indonesia. Good luck. Lesson 1 from out of this book, the demonstrative pronouns. And that's the format like this, very concise, very good, and we'll get stuck into lesson 1. The demonstrative pronouns, ini, this, ini, and that, itu. The question what, apa, and who, siapa. Siapa. Now, si is put in front of apa and relates to people. You'll quite often hear people's names as Si John, Mr. John or whatever. We can put si in front of a person's name, and that's why they do it with siapa. It differentiates the apa from the siapa, the what from the who. So, we ask the question, apa ini? Ini buku, ini kursi, ini pensil. Now, throughout this book, there are no stress marks over the E that is strong, which you will find in dictionaries, but only in dictionaries. So this E is strong and would have a stress over the E if you found it in a dictionary. Pensil rather than pensil. So it's ini pensil. Ini sepeda with the stress on the second E. Ini sepeda. Ini kucing. Ini gelas. Ini lemari. Ini meja. A strong E again. You should be able to hear the differences between these two E's. Siapa ini? Ini adik. Ini ibu. Ini Ani. Capital A, it's referring to a person's name. A common girl's name in Indonesia may be Ani. Ini ayah. Ayah is father. More commonly in Indonesian, we use the word bapak. More commonly, bapak. Very good book, but there are some things in the book that are a little bit dated. So I'll correct them as we go along to make it more contemporary, hopefully. Ini abang, ini Tuan Karim. Tuan is an outdated word from the Dutch era, meaning sir. We never use it. Nowadays, that would be ini Pak Karim, short for Bapak. Ini sopir, ini tukang. Apa itu? Itu kantor. Itu pohon. Itu anjing. Itu mobil. Itu lampu. Itu kertas. Itu jam. Itu roti. Siapa itu? Itu Pak Sardi. We don't use Tuan. Itu Pak Sardi. Itu polisi. Itu kakak. Itu guru. Itu orang perempuan. Both soft E's. Itu orang perempuan. Itu anak laki-laki. In Indonesian, we very rarely hear laki-laki and usually just laki. So that would be itu anak laki. Itu murid. Itu orang laki. The exercises, it says here that in Indonesian we don't have the verb to be, that is and whatever. So, ini bapak, this is my father, for instance. Ini bapak, this is my father. Or ini bapak saya, more commonly. Ini bapak, this is dad. The exercises, very good. Go through those exercises. Apa ini? What is this? Apa itu? What is that? Siapa ini? Who is this? Siapa itu? Who is that? So I'll go through the vocabulary now, and which will help you with this lesson. And that should be enough for lesson 1, which is entirely the lesson 1 from out of the book, How to Master the Indonesian Language. So, the vocabulary. Abang, or kakak laki, which is older brother. Adik, anak laki-laki, anak laki. Anak perempuan. Anjing. Ayah. Turn the page. Buku. Gelas. Guru. Ibu. Jalan. Jam. Kakak. Kamar. Kantor. Kebun. Kertas. Kucing. Kursi. Lampu. Lemari. Meja. Strong E. Meja. Mobil. Murid. Orang laki-laki or pria. Orang perempuan or wanita. Pelayan. Pembantu. Pensil. Pohon. Polisi. Roti. Rumah. Sekolah. Sepeda. Supir. Tas. Toko. And tukang. So, good luck with it all. I'll expand on things that need to be explained, and we'll take it from there. So, good luck with it, and I'll be posting lesson number 2 very soon, hopefully. Cheers.